Good evening, dear sisters and brothers. Welcome to the evening session of Being Heartful Every Day with Swadhyaya. As we continue with the new theme introduced yesterday, which is love and support, and finding a capable guide and his role. Today we stay with the felt sense of support that sustains the spiritual journey over time. In heartfulness, the journey inward is not a solitary endeavor. While aspiration begins individually, its steady maturation depends on an atmosphere of trust, reassurance, and inner companionship. This support is often subtle, yet it becomes most visible when the path feels unclear or effort alone seems insufficient. Spiritual growth unfolds in many layers, many of which are not immediately visible to the seeker. At times, progress feels slow or imperceptible, even when sincere effort is present. A capable guide provides continuity during with all these phases. His role is not to accelerate growth artificially, but to ensure that evolution proceeds without imbalance. Through constant support, the aspirant is protected from discouragement, excess effort, and self judgment. Love in this context expresses itself as steadiness. Support manifests as assurance that inner movement is happening, even when the mind cannot perceive it. In heartfulness, trust is not a blind belief, it is a lived experience that develops gradually. As the aspirant places confidence in the guidance received from the master, inner resistance begins to dissolve. This trust allows consciousness to relax, and when the relaxation deepens, receptivity increases. It is in this receptive state that deeper transformation becomes possible without strain or force. Thus, trust itself becomes an active contributor to spiritual evolution. Dear sisters and brothers, as we proceed further, we request you to extend the invitation of the Heartfulness Masterclasses and the BHED sessions with your family and with your friends. Sharing heartfulness practices can help them experience how support operates silently and consistently on the inner plane. You will find the additional reading material and videos of Revered Daji on this theme, which are available for all of us on the Heartfulness app. And you can easily access this material by clicking on the Sunday tab dated 18th Jan. We will do the inspirational reading from the Heartfulness Way book 2, and we are starting chapter number 4, which is on page number 82 of the book. As we are not going to display this text on the screen, therefore, if you have your copy with you, you can read along. So, this is page number 82 from Heartfulness Way book 2. The chapter titled is Love and Support. Daji, my experience of heartfulness is of an ever growing community of people around the world from all walks of life, cultures, ages, backgrounds, and temperaments who are woven together through a common thread of love, mutual support, and peace. There is unity in diversity, and it is an example of a harmonious humanity no longer driven by fear, violence, prejudice, and polarization. Observing this growth over the last 35 years, I would say that the reason such unity is possible is because we are transformed by the spiritual guide we know as the Master and the transmission they utilize for this transformation. You have mentioned the Master a number of times in our conversations. Can you speak to us about the Master's role and the support he offers? Is it the same as having a teacher in any other discipline? Yes and no. If you think back to your childhood, you will no doubt remember at least one person who inspired interest in your life. Maybe it was a parent, a teacher, a grandparent, or friend. Someone who shared their heart and wisdom generously with you. Someone who till today evokes warm feelings and joy. They awakened you to life. You probably truly enjoyed being with them. Such help Such people helped shape you and you carry them with you. I was lucky enough to grow up with a father who was a natural teacher and who encouraged my interest in so many facets of life. I also had some truly great teachers at school and university, and many others who have added richness and value to my life. They loved teaching, and I'm grateful to all of them. But none of them comes close to matching the role of my spiritual teachers have played in my life. The master student relationship is very beautiful, is very precious, and very beautiful. When it comes to the worldly sphere, we readily accept the need for teachers. Our whole education system is based on it. In sports, the role of a coach is well understood. Even at the highest level and at workplaces, mentors play a key role in guiding apprentices. From ancient times, such teachers have been called masters, whether in the field of martial arts, the creative arts, or carpentry, because they have mastered their disciplines and are ex- exquisite craftspeople in their fields. For example, the Dutch painter Rembrandt studied under master painter Jacob van Swanberg from the age of 14. Later on, when he had his name, he became the master to more than 50 young artists. When you read the biographies of world class chefs, you will find that the most studied under master chefs. For many reasons, there is often resistance to having a master in the spiritual field. Yet, a good teacher is an absolute boon. Think of the great teachers of the past who changed history, like the Buddha, Moses, Jesus Christ, the Prophet Muhammad, Ram, Krishna, Kabir, Plato, Socrates, Aristotle, Lao Tzu, Confucius, among others. They evoked love and inspired great movements in their wake. And when we continue to refer to their wisdom today, Babuji used to say that God is the only real master and light comes from him alone. And for that reason, he said, Master with a big M means master of all is equal to God. For our own master, we use small m. In heartfulness, it is more common that a seeker experiences their own inner transformation through the practices before they become curious about the person behind those practices. Then, once the master's existence becomes visible, a relationship develops. That relationship can be in person, through the inner work, in dreams, through reading, or through correspondence. It is important to meet the person you choose as your master at least one, but more than that, it is simply a blessing. Theoretically, you can reach the goal by self effort alone, but it is rare. Anyway, why travel alone when an experienced guide is offering to accompany and support you? Would you climb Mount Everest or explore the uncharted parts of the Amazon jungle alone? A capable master saves valuable time. Dear sisters and brothers, we'll take a pause from the reading as it is almost time for the universal prayer. Let us come together, moving our attention inward with lot of love in our hearts. We offer this universal prayer together. All brothers and sisters are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है।
नहीं नहीं, कोई जरूरत नहीं है, बस ले लो और मेरे, हाँ, मुझे दिखा दो। मैं ले लूंगा, मैं ले लूंगा। मुझे वो दिखा दो। एग्जैक्ट तेरा है। बस ठीक है।
May this universal prayer allow love and unity to shape human consciousness. Dear sisters and brothers, as you prepare for the rest tonight, notice whether there is a sense of reassurance within and reflect gently on moments where support was felt even without recognition. And without analysis, place your journey in the Master's prayer and allow the bedtime prayer to dissolve uncertainty and restore the inner calm in you. Dear sisters and brothers, we request you to stay connected on this same YouTube link after the universal prayer session for the bedtime practices focusing on point A meditation, maxing 10, and the bedtime prayer. And this session will start at 9:30 p.m. on the same YouTube link. And we request you to please stay connected and take a few moments to join the bedtime practices. And we look forward being together again tomorrow for the morning session at 6 a.m. With this, thank you for joining the evening session for the universal prayer today. Wishing you all a very good night.
Pranams. Welcome everyone to this session of Being Heartful Every Day with Swadhyaya, to a recent edition of the 3 bedtime practices. It has been a joy to share this and to go deeper into our Swadhyaya. So, yesterday we saw the beautiful value of love, reverence, devotion for the divine within, and how the final stage of that divine love takes us to the sublime hearts where there is silence, stillness, in no sound, no emotions. The heart is completely subdued, so much that love, beloved, and the lover are all divinely merged. Today, let us explore the value, the sense of urgency. This is what ignites that fire of craving, restlessness for reaching the goal. A goal so high, and this year so beautifully offered to us, to take us by the Great Master to the zenith of realizations, revelations, emergence, complete oneness with the divine. Let us ask ourselves this question: if this is my last moment here, what should I be doing now, at this moment? In our journals, we may write down a word, a line that pops up in our minds. Let us see this priority and visualize our timetable. The gap is this attitude of the sense of urgency that can spearhead us towards reaching and merging the priority with our actions. How would that be? If we've ever loved someone completely, a friend, a relative, our parents, our children, our spouse, any human being, even a dog, so completely, the restlessness to be with them, feel that love, that restlessness very deep in the core of the heart. And now, let us amplify this millionfold. That would show us a trajectory towards restlessness for divine. Allow the heart to feel that craving, that sense of urgency for complete oneness with God. Feel how this Sukshma Sankalpa lands very softly, gently in the heart, like a little leaf on a calm lake, creating gentle ripples that amplify along the shores all the way. Allow this ripple of urgency to amplify in the heart. Allow every cell and muscle of the heart to completely reverberate with this ripple effect. Allow it to grow all throughout every cell and atom of our being. Let this ripple effect flow out in the environment, in our neighborhood, in the city, in the state, the country, and engulf the entire world. This ripple effect in our heart creates stirs and ripples in the center, and there is a great leap towards us to bridge this gap. This sense of urgency creates in us, as a priority, so many ideas of initiatives, actions, attitudes will pour into our hearts, and they will become our implementation points, our action points. Allow these inspirations to bubble up within the heart. What is now my next step? Let us take a moment to write down such inspirations, intuitions, action points that are so unique for me in our journals. Now, we will dive deep in the practice of Principle 10. In this state of urgency tonight, let us feel what all have been our great points throughout the day. Let us highlight them, celebrate them, and create a mental note. Where can I further move towards excellence? Let us scan through the day and let us look at those moments where perhaps my thoughts, intentions, words, and actions may have been more aligned towards this sense of urgency, this restlessness for my goal. Where did my ego play in, or my desires got the better of me? Let us gently note them down. Now, let us feel this very divine presence in our heart. Let us repent for any wrongs committed unknowingly. And we beg forgiveness in this very supplicant mood. Let us prayerfully resolve, genuinely, with full devotion, aligned with the goal, that I would not allow repetition of the same mistake. The heart may bubble up with tears for those moments. I may have forgotten the divine in my words and actions. May the undercurrent of pure divinity always be there in my heart. Feel how the maxim 10 completely envelopes the heart with such tenderness that any pricks of the conscience, any idea of guilt just melts away, and the heart is but a pure divine vacuum where the divine has poured its grace, and I feel that childlike innocence filled with joy, trust, gratitude. Now we will do point A meditation. Let us first go to the location of point A. We measure 1 finger width down from the base of the sternum, 4 fingers width to the left is point B, 2 finger width above is point A. Now we will meditate on this point A. Let us meditate for unity. For men, very softly, gently, we fix our attention on point A, the window to the superconscious, the connection with the cosmic heart. Very subtly, let us bring the subtle suggestion that all women and men of the world are sisters and brothers. Let us hold our thought on this while we meditate on point A. We know this is true. From the moment of creation, all of us, all brothers and sisters, have emerged from the womb of the Source. It is a fact that we are all brothers and sisters indeed. We practice this wholeheartedly, and we see its immediate effect, permanent effect. Now, for the women, let us think all divine gifts are already available to us. Feel the abundance of all divine values in the heart. Everything in the world belongs to all of us. There is no scarcity, no competition. Everything is for everyone. This idea melts away any of the worldly worries we may have in our hearts. With our attention fixed on point A, let us very gently make the subtle suggestion. All men and women of the world think they are brothers and sisters, and our thought is one with theirs. As we meditate, we strengthen, empower this sankalpa and allow it to grow for all of us. The heart becomes all loving, all encompassing entire humanity. All our ledgers of things done by anyone that we hold in our hearts completely melt away in a childlike trust, love, forgiveness, liveliness, and joy. If any words or ideas come in your heart, we can note down in our journal. Now, let us go deep in the heartfulness prayer. Our hearts so open, so filled with divine innocence, purity, simplicity, devotion, humility. Let us connect very deep in the core of the heart and allow this inner cry to the great divine master's heart. Let us repeat the prayer mentally. O Master, thou art the real goal of human life. Let us include all the brothers and sisters all over the world in our prayer. We are yet but slaves of wishes, putting bar to our advancement. Feel how our wishes have been controlling our thoughts and actions. Allow the heart to offer them to the divine. Thou art the only God and power to bring us up to that stage. Let us allow ourselves to feel the divine support, the divine hand that carries us towards the goal. Now, let us feel these words of the prayer reverberating in all the cells of our being. The heart itself has become the prayer. Let us allow ourselves to melt away in the meaning underlying this prayer. Let us gratefully receive the prayer flow, and as some new meanings, new inspirations come to the heart, let us allow ourselves to transcend into the subtle vibrations of the prayer. Feel how the whole being is vibrating with the prayer vibrations. Very softly, gently, let us allow ourselves to experience the very essence of the prayer. The heart is but its essence now, and beyond the essence, let us dive deep into the silence, stillness, settledness, the very nothingness of the source. Allow our whole being to be bathed in the prayer flow, in this osmosis, resonance with the divine essence. Our heart is prayerful, is the prayer's essence, is meditation, and we very gently flow into yoga nidra and allow the prayer to percolate our entire subconscious, creating a permanent transformation in the depths of our being. As very softly, gently, like putting a newborn baby on a pillow, we allow ourselves to gently recline and go to bed with the great divine in our hearts. Feel the sense of urgency to unite, to be with the prayer, to be in the meditation tomorrow morning. We see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for meditation. Thank you.